Here's the May market report for Washtenaw County. And the market through April and the first portion of May really follows the pattern we've been seeing all year, in that the market is strong. Listings are probably, the homes for sale are probably the biggest challenge right now. There just aren't enough on the market to satisfy buyer demand. But what we saw, some good news that occurred in April, the number of homes coming on the market actually increased, and the number of transactions and sales did as well. But we expected that because of the effect of weather. People were holding back on the selling side, putting their homes in the market because of weather, and particularly in January and February. And buyers were reluctant as well. But we did see that burst of activity. Pending sales, which are contracts written but not closed, are up quite a bit. But what we are seeing in Washtenaw is there is a little difference, as it typically is, in price ranges of the market. So if you look at the under $200,000 and over $200,000 markets, you find that under $200,000 there's a significant shortage of homes for sale. They're down last year, compared to last year, probably 15% from last year in terms of homes available for sale. And that's causing a squeeze on inventory. It's also causing a squeeze on the number of sales. If there aren't enough homes for sale, then the number of transactions go down. However, supply and demand goes into effect there, and the values of homes have risen probably the most in that segment, the under $200,000 segment. Now, the over $200,000 segment, there's actually more homes in the market right now, more homes entering the market in the past month than last year. There are only about 10% fewer homes in the market compared to a third fewer homes on the under $200,000 market. So in general, although it's the market, if you're, regardless of the segment you're buying in, the $200,000 above or below, you're going to feel as a buyer that the market's pretty tight, that it's tough to find a home for sale. And it's a very strong market. It's just that it's even more so at the under $200,000 market range. One of the things that we're tracking, one of the things holding back the market, is the fact that we have a lot of sellers who would love to sell and love to buy, but their concern is a double move. Their concern is if they sell their home now, there aren't a lot of home choices on the market, so they'd have to move temporarily until they find a home. So that's a challenge for a lot of sellers, and one of the solutions obviously is to write contracts that allow you some time, either time to close and maybe some extended time in occupancy, to give you time to look for a home. And the other thing is just tell one of our realtors that you want to sell. It's amazing how many transactions we're creating just creatively. A seller contacts us and says, I think I want to sell, but I need to find a home first. We in turn find someone who is in that same category looking for their home. We put transactions together. We're probably as much as 15 or 20% of our transactions are what would be creative in that way. So there are opportunities there. But the other thing that we're seeing a little bit is a little bit of exuberance, maybe irrational exuberance on some sellers' point, and that they're hearing the market's going up, up, and up, and maybe setting the pricing a little beyond where the market range is. Homes are selling in Washtenaw County about 98% of ask price, which is probably as high as we've seen it, but it still isn't 110% of asking price. So although there's certainly a lot of homes being sold over ask and overbid, the reality is there still is a range in which buyers are looking for in value. So overpricing still can hurt you even in a market like this. One of the good news company-wide is that once again, we are one of the top brokers in the nation. The Real Estate One family is number 8 in the country. We are, in terms of productivity, one of the top, most productive brokers in the nation. For those brokers over 1,000 agents, we're number 1. And within Washtenaw County, for the Reinhart brand, also once again in the top 200 brokers in the nation. So congratulations to everyone there, and let's look forward to a great spring. Thanks.